Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to deepcreditors.com. In this video, we'll derive finance formulas to calculate loan balances. We'll compute scheduled and observed loan balances using Python. Loan balances often change over time. An important example are mortgage loans, where loans are repaid in fixed payments, so-called annuities, that are carefully aligned with borrower income. Let's get started. Loan contracts have important features, such as the loan rate, the loan balance at origination, the origination date, and the maturity date. In order to calculate loan balances, we proceed in two steps. In the first step, we calculate the annuity, that is a fixed payment made by the borrower. The present value of annuities is well defined in finance and can be calculated as a product of the annuity payment and a scaling factor that depends on the interest rate and the time to maturity. We replace the present value of the annuity by the loan balance at origination. We calculate the time to maturity at origination as a difference between the maturity date and the origination date. We can then solve for the annuity by multiplying the loan balance at origination with a scaling factor that also depends on the interest rate and the time to maturity. In a second step, we calculate the scheduled balance for future time periods as the difference between the future value of the loan balance at origination and the future value of all the annuities paid since the loan origination and the observation time. We calculate the time since origination as the difference between the observation time and the origination date. We calculate the future value of the loan balance and the future value of the annuities. Let's have a look at a Numpy example. We set four important assumptions. We set the loan balance at origination to $1 million. We set the maturity date to 40 and the origination date to 10. We set the loan rate to 3%. In the first step, we set up our system by importing the module DCR. We then assign every assumption to an object. For example, we assign the assumption of loan balance at origination being equal to $1 million to the object named balance_rig_time. We then print the objects to confirm that the correct values have been assigned. We then calculate the time to maturity, that is abbreviated as TTM, as the difference between the maturity date and the loan origination date, which is 30 periods in our example. We can then calculate the annuity by coding up the annuity formula and printing the annuity payment rounded to one decimal. In order to pay off a loan of $1 million over 30 periods, you require a periodic annuity payment of $51,019. We then create an array for our time periods. We use the Numpy arrange command that has three arguments: a start value, here the origination date, an end value, here the maturity time, +1, and an incremental change. We run this command and we see that we have created an array with values between 10 and 40 that increase with increments of 1. We now calculate time since origination as the difference between the time, the observation time, that is the time array we have just created, and our origination date. We calculate the future value of the annuity using the formula we just derived, and the future value of the loan balance at origination. We can then calculate our scheduled loan balance over time as the difference between the future value of the loan balance at origination and the future value of the annuity payments. We can then calculate the scheduled loan balance over time using the package matplotlib. We see that the loan balance of $1 million amortizes from period 10 to period 40. The amortization profile that we see looking at this blue line follows a concave shape. Now let's have a look what happens if borrowers amortize loans early. For example, if they repay a loan within 10 years. We retain all our assumptions from the previous example, except one. We change the time to maturity from 30 to 10 periods. We recalculate the annuity payments. We require an annuity payment of $117,231 in every of the 10 periods. to repay a loan of $10 million at an interest rate of 3%. We now calculate the future value of the second annuity and the observed loan balance. We floor the observed loan balance at 0 because the borrower will stop making repayments when the loan is fully amortized. We can now plot the observed loan balance, assuming an early amortization, and compare the observed loan balance to scheduled loan balance using a 30-year amortization. Now the observed loan balance under early amortization is displayed by the orange line and the scheduled amortization by the blue line. We see that the difference between the scheduled loan balance and the observed loan balance, that is the difference between the blue and the orange line, can be measured and serves as an important proxy for borrower liquidity in many of our credit risk models. We encourage you now to calculate the scheduled loan balance for our mortgage dataset and compute the difference between the scheduled and the observed loan balance as a proxy for borrower liquidity. We hope you have a great time and we wish you a good day. Bye bye.